Okay, after a frustrating evenings or afternoon and evening floater fishing yesterday, finally ended in the capture of that lovely 20-pound common. We've gone back to camp, regrouped, had a bit of kip, and we've come back here today. The fish are out here in the numbers in the same spot. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through all the gear as we promised, show you all the bits and pieces that we're using, and then we're going to have another crack at these fish. So to start off with, the hardware. As you might expect, we used all of the gear from Daiwa because we believe they make the best rods and reels that we've ever used. And certainly the combinations for floater fishing are just as good as the stuff they make for open water and long range fishing. The combination I've used for the last few years has been an Infinity Slim Blank in 2-pound test curve. These may or may not be discontinued soon, but you still will be able to get hold of them. Beautiful blank, very sort of forgiving, soft through action, and is well capable of dealing with big fish without breaking light hook links. I've coupled that historically with a Daiwa HS2600, very light reel, light rod, good combination, fantastic for floater fishing. But the new age has now arrived. This is the upgrade, and this, believe me, is a thing of beauty. You might have wondered what I was using last night when you saw the rod bent into that lovely common that I was playing for such a long time. This is the Longbow DF Floater Special, and it really is a thing of beauty. Finished in matte black, beautiful graphics and logo, understated black reel seat. It's got a short handle, so sometimes when you're floater fishing you can pass the rod round your body. Short handle is very, very useful. Coming up the blank, it's got small rings running all the way up, and it's got a very, very forgiving through action, a test curve of 2¼ pounds. So that's about right. You don't want anything heavier because then when you're using size 10, 12 hooks and light hook links, you can get hook pulls. But as you would have seen playing this fish last night, this rod absorbed every lunge of the fish and was still capable of pulling it out of the weed bed and getting it into the net. So also great fun to play the fish on because, you know, we're always holding great big rods and reels and casting to the horizon. Fishing with gear like this is an absolute pleasure. Couple of last details. There's a lovely little keeper ring here, which is a lovely touch that's been put on there. So when you've got your controller set up, long hook link, you can just put the hook in there and keep it safely. Moving on to the reel. This is a Caldia reel, 4000X. It's my floater reel of choice these days. It's got a better line lay than the SS2600. It's a more modern reel. It's got a very good clutch. It's very light. You probably wouldn't see many carp anglers using a reel of this size, but as you can see, the line lay, I've got that cruiser control on there. It's just stunning line lay. Casts wonderfully, and all in all, a lightly balanced setup, which is the new age of floater gear.